Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to round 2. Gonna go ahead and check out what this guy was playing in round 1. Uh, yeah, I'll choose to play first already. Get a look of our hand. Tau of Magic. Alright, so we'll just watch quickly. Game 1. Isolated Chapel. Well, looks like our Blasphemous Acts are gonna do a lot of work. Playing a token deck, Anthem Effects. Alright, so yeah, this hand is tempting. These are the ones we want, but we really want to be able to cast them. We don't have any fixing at all. We have a Vapor Snag to set him back a little bit. We really would need to draw a Ponder or a red source or a string of like green source into ramp effect with his hand. Have a shot. I don't know. I don't like it. I think we can do better than this. I don't think this is a reasonable 7 to keep, even knowing that he's playing the token decks and having the 2 whip players. I think this is a mulligan. So we will. Yeah, this seems much stronger. I mean, so yeah, happy to keep this one. And yeah, I think we will lead with Ponder. I mean, I think it's normally correct to ponder, but some people will do it, you know, without even considering not. And sometimes when you have all the things you need, it can be correct to just hold the ponders back. But knowing his deck, we're going to be under pressure, I feel, pretty quickly, and we can know that. So I feel it's correct to ponder early. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana sources. So we're gonna need more. I don't want this Vapor Snag. I know that, and we can get a red with this. So I'm kind of okay with drawing these lands, but there are a lot of lands in our deck, and I think I'll be better off just shuffling these away and trying to draw either an additional ramp spell or a solemn, or most likely we'll draw lands anyway, or something that does something like I think we should always shuffle this. We drew lands, so like odds are we'll draw the lands we need. There's so many mana sources in this deck that I don't think you want to lock yourself into drawing lands if you have the option to not, when you have, you know, your next couple land drops figured out already. The lands are on their way with this deck more often times than not. You're usually looking for a spell. So yeah, we're gonna get a mountain with this. I mean, we already have the mana to cast all the Titans, and basically we can cast everything on our deck already. Yeah, I mean, Glimmer Posts, by the way, they've kind of come and gone and come in the ramp strategies, and for the most part, I've been on the side of not playing them in traditional ramp strategies. But in this deck, I don't know, they seem to work a lot better than, like, I've tried them in the traditional ramp, and I was just always very unimpressed with them. But I think it might be the temporal masteries that kind of put them over the top. The ability, like, it gives the Primeval Titan, I feel like, more of an ability to end the game. So just living is stronger. Like, it seems a remarkable amount of the time that Primeval Titan isn't good enough to just end the game by himself. I don't know if that sounds strange to anyone out there, but like, that's just my experience. Okay, so here, yeah, I think we're definitely gonna lead it. Okay, well, here's the thing. He's stuck on 3, and he'll have Doomblade a lot of the time, I think. But I kind of want to play. If I play out Frost Titan, he can't Doomblade it because of the Frost Titan's ability, and I think if I get this out, being that he's, you know, land screwed, he won't be able to develop his board any further, and he won't be able to kill this, so that'll be able to keep these at bay as well. Like, the only way you could kill it would be a tragic slip, so I'd at least get the trade for this and a tragic slip and his turn. So, well, and I'll be tapping this down, so yeah, that won't even work unless he draws a land. So yeah, I think I like this line. So sure, why not? Play this on giant. Tap for blue. Yeah, I mean, my first instinct was to just slam the Primeval Titan, but after thinking about it, the chances that he has Doomblade, we only watched one game in the replays, but the chances he has Doomblade in his deck seems particularly high to me. So I don't feel like just running this out there into a Doomblade. Midnight Haunting. Okay, that's interesting. So now we're going to be taking a lot more than I thought. Okay. Let's see. Knowing that he had that into that. He's attacking with the ground ones. That seems odd. Well, I guess he doesn't know we have this. But yeah, we're always just gonna block, take 9, untap, see what happens. Rampant Glyph. Okay, so we're always casting this. And we're always getting 2 Glimmer Posts. Gaining 6, we'll be on 10. We'll attack, we'll tap a Spirit down. And then he'll most likely take it. Maybe we should have attacked first to entice the double walk. No, I don't think he's ever gonna do that. Tap down the flyer, so we have this keeping this one at bay if you can't kill it somehow. He's taking 6. Is there any way we can threaten killing him without drawing Temporal Mastery, which will make it a lot easier to threaten killing him? Miracle Temporal Mastery, we play this, we attack for 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ew, that's not good. Target this one, it'll be fine. Alright, so we're taking 6, so yeah, we're just in desperate need of help. Vapor Snag. That is help, but is it enough help? We attack. Yeah, it looks like it might be. Okay, playing this. We're gonna attack, we're gonna tap this down. And let's see what he decides. Yeah, if we rampant growth this turn, we lose out on 2 damage of pump to gain 1 the next turn. And I don't think there's going to be a turn after that to break even, so I think it's just better to not cast the rampant growth. And just maximize the damage we deal. Six plus 6 is... we're 1 short of killing him. Which I still think is correct. Trying to think if there's any reason that I should Vapor Snag this right now instead of waiting. I feel like if I wait, there's a chance that, like, if he has an additional anthem, he won't play it. But if I do it now, he always would. And I can't think of a spell like that he would be playing that would give pro blue. So now he's gonna both be at 1. And if he can kill our Frost Titan, if he has like Land O-Ring or Doomblade. Oh man. Speak of the devil. Now what are we drawing to? Another Vapor Snag or another Titan? Well, we will take an extra turn. And we will cast this now. Maximize our odds of doing something. Does this win? Might. Yeah, I mean, if you make the decision to play a ramp deck, you just kind of have to get used to the idea of living off the top of your library. Like, just it's gonna happen so many times. Well, he has a coming to play tapped land, so O-Ring won't save him. Okay, I forgot that he had green in his deck. I'm pretty sure this is only for Galvany Township, which is an understandable splash. Yeah, it looks like we got him. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, like, it's just the way this deck works. Like, you're gonna have hands, and you just have to have faith that you're gonna draw a threat. That's why you play such a large number of them. You know, your deck's a whole lot of mana and ways to put mana into play, and then like some ponders, some ways to stay alive, and then some really top-heavy threats. So. But yeah, we got game 1. And I think our sideboard is going to help out quite a bit. I think we want all of this. Maybe, yeah, I think we even want these. These, Karn. I don't think Karn does much. Garrick, kill a token. Garrick doesn't impress me. I really like Garrick in this deck. It's just these past 2 matchups I'm not that big a fan of, I guess, so far. I really like this. I really like it versus Delver, and I think it's even fine versus Nyapod, but because Nyapod doesn't have all of the haste creatures that red green does. I mean, access to. Yeah, so Vapor Snag, even though it won us the last game, I don't think you want targeted removal versus a token deck ever. I think Garrick would be better than that. I mean, he is very fast out of the gates, but kind of in a different way. Yeah, we have to cut one more card. And yeah, I think it's always going to be Temporal Mastery. Unless Cavern, yeah, I mean, I'm not against that. You know, a reasonable fan of boarding out lands when I'm attempting to come up with the correct configuration. Like, most people consider boarding out lands to be like some kind of a taboo. Yeah, we're gonna keep this hand. I think this hand is pretty strong. Be sad to see like a distress for this or something, but nope. I won't miracle that, but this hand's set up to cast it pretty well, I think. We'll lead with this. But yeah, like boarding out lands, while it's definitely not always a good idea, it's definitely not always as bad as people make it out to be, is all I'm trying to say. So yeah, we want to draw another land that comes into play untapped. Do we even have any? I wouldn't. I don't think so. Okay, so this, yeah, I think we double rampant growth. Could whip flare, but before he has a chance to play out another anthem, but really just want to be able to get a Titan out there. He doesn't have access to black mana. Oh, there it is, black mana yet, so he wouldn't have a way. Well, that's actually kind of a problem. Turns off both of these. Yeah, this card. I'm actually really impressed with this card right now. I think it's positioned so well in the format. Like, kind of silly how well it's placed. Now he has a 2/2 flyer, 2R 2/2 vanilla with a 13-point edge. And what are you? Okay. Well, it's a 2-turn clock, and nothing we have fixes it. Which I guess would make casting Titan really dumb, so we'll just play our land, attack, and take an extra turn, since there's no reason to make ourselves dead on board. So our outs are that he thinks we have a snag. And I suppose we could bring in Ancient Grudge. Yeah, it's just there's only the one, so I don't feel like that's too bad of an idea. I'll probably board out. No, I'm not gonna board out another land being on the play. Oh, he didn't go for the win, unless he has it some other way. Yeah, so Worm Coil? Maybe we want Worm Coil? Seems like if he's bringing in Torpor Orb that we do want Worm Coil over like Frost Titan. It's possible that we wanted it out anyway. Karn. No, I don't think we have time to get to Karn. Yeah, I like this. Would you like to play first? Yes, we would. No, no red mana, but a lot of mana. We have a negate. Yeah, I really don't. I don't think this. We need to draw lands and we need to draw spells. Like, well, one land, but we need to draw spells. There's no ponder. I think we can do better with 6. Negate. Negate for his first anthem effect and a whip flare. Man, this is a close call. I think. How many red sources are there? We have 8 ways to fetch a mountain, 2 sulfur falls. So we have 11 sources in 53 cards, so about 1 in 5. And we have about 3 turns to draw one, maybe 4 with a negate. And then there's also Solemns, which would be slow, but would help. And in the meantime, we could draw Blasphemous Axe, which would make mountains stronger. Draw Ponders to help find them. Yeah, I think it's a keep based on all that. I think it's a really close decision, but after thinking it through that far, it seems like it's a keep. It seems like we have enough incentives to keep this hand. Like, this is, other than Blasphemous Act, I think this is the strongest card in our deck versus him. And we do need lands, and I think Negate is actually quite strong as well. Especially this hand, we're going to be able to keep it up the majority of the time. We don't have any ramp spells to tap out for, but negating his anthems is going to be pretty strong for us. Having only the Beast from Withins to answer them after they're resolved. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide if Whip Flare is better as Whip Flare or as Bonfire of the Damned. See, in this hand, I feel like they're pretty much the same card. Like, we're probably going to be able to keep his creatures at 1 toughness, so casting it for 1 on turn 3 if we did draw the red source early would probably be fine. And then the fact that it cost 5 mana later to deal the 2 that if we needed to, I think is fine, and made up for by the fact that if you miracle it, yeah, the land isn't what we want. Need to draw something to a little bit more reasonable. Drawing that cavern, there's only one left. It's kind of hurtful. But yeah, if he any anthem we're gonna kill. He has a pretty slow draw, which is kind of lucky. He has Doom Traveler's particularly annoying for us, so we will in fact miracle this. Explorer's fine by me. So yeah, we're never going to complain about Time Walk, even when it's just Explore. It's very powerful. But man, exploring into nothing isn't going to do anything, as it turns out. Yes, we have to, I think, negate this. We can take one for a while. Ooh, that's good. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm trying to think if casting Cavern on Worm is right now. I mean, we just need to get. Maybe I should have thought about it earlier, but we need to get Wolfrun in play. Yeah, that's a dangerous one. Definitely. Well, we need to get Wolfrun in play so that if we draw a red, we can take advantage of Wolfrun on Wormcoil. Maybe try and race Hero. I mean, Hero's never lost a race in his life, but I mean, Wormcoils are fast, right? They have an engine. That's bad news for us. Anything but O-ring, like, please. What do we need now? A beast from within doesn't particularly help that much. We can't cast red spells yet. Double whip flare. But we're dead. Yeah, I mean, usually if you get to attack with a hero, you win the game, so I guess he could F6 through his turn, so we'll keep playing. Basically trying to see if well, we're dead. Alright, well, not the best run for this deck so far, but I like the idea of the deck, and I know it's a powerful deck, so I'm not gonna give up on it so fast. But yeah, the 0-2 start in the daily is unfortunate, but probably to give this deck another try. Alright, see you next time.